How many times do we have to say this? It's not that Jared Goff is this terrible, awful quarterback. You can win with Jared Goff. It is proven. You can win games with Jared Goff. It's proven you can't win the Super Bowl, but it's proven you can win games. You can even win playoff games if you have a historical roster around him. Historically great in all facets: receiver, running back, offensive line, and defense. You cannot build said roster when your average to below average quarterback is making $30 million a year. That's just math. You can't do it. It won't happen. So, for the production of what he does, you can bring in somebody that gets paid a lot less. Jimmy Garoppolo and Jared Goff are basically the same person. Jimmy Garoppolo is just more handsome. And
he's getting paid
and bangs porn stars.
$20 less million.
And he gets paid $20 less million a year. And guess what? Because he's only making $10 million a year, the 49ers were able to build around a super team around him. They were able to trade midseason and take on Christian McCaffrey's salary, which is the highest of running backs in the NFL. So, I don't know. It's hard for me to just say the same thing every day. Like, yeah, you can win golf. You can win games with Goff. You can win 10 games a year with Goff if you have a great roster around him. I don't care about winning 10 games. I want this roster to be built to be championship contending. And if that's crazy, because it does sound crazy, I will fully admit that. It sounds crazy to want to think about the Lions as championship contender. But that's what you have to do. If you're a real sports fan, if you're really somebody who is out there rooting for a team, you want them to compete for championships. And you will not do that paying your quarterback $30 million a year. It is proven in the history of the NFL it's not going to happen. Especially for someone with the limitations of Jared Goff.
100%. It's just not. Now, during break, Owen, you started telling us about the situation, I should say. And by the way, I want everybody to know this first and foremost, too. I'm not blaming the loss to the Buffalo Bills on Jared Goff. I think the Buffalo Bills were a better team, and they proved to be so. I mean, we knew that coming into the game. But I can't blame it on any single player situation. I just want to let that be known. But you were there on the sidelines during that 3rd-and-1 play, and you told us during the break that Ben Johnson was freaking out.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, it was obviously 3rd-and-1. They called the play or whatever, and then all of a sudden, I can't hear obviously what he's saying or what's on his headset, but he just starts kind of freaking out, and then the snap it, the throw, and then obviously it was incomplete to DJ Chark. But he was flipping out on the sideline, clearly upset. It did not seem like it was his fault. I don't know if it was an audible call or something like that, or Goff just didn't listen, or he just threw it to a guy that was obviously covered.
You're talking about the last play?
Yeah.
He was mad because his quarterback missed the throw. He was mad because there were 2 open touchdowns and an open first down, and his quarterback didn't throw the ball to anybody. He threw it in the ground 5 yards behind a receiver who had 2 yards of separation. I would be mad too if I schemed up the perfect play to win a game against the second best team in the NFL and he can't complete a 20. This wasn't, I saw people, oh yeah, he's going for a Hail Mary. How much does a Hail Mary? It wasn't a Hail Mary. It was a 20-yard pass. 30 quarterbacks in the NFL make that throw. And DJ Chark hit the universal symbol of, I burnt this dude behind me. I had 2 yards of separation. Hit me in the end zone.